In the early 1900s, there was some women, they were traditional dancers, and they took their shawls and they put them on, and they started dancing like more hopping, and then they started kicking their legs up higher and everything, and then they were moving around doing spins, and then people went and they spit at them, and they said, "You're a woman, you're not supposed to move like that. You're not allowed to move like that." But they kept doing it, and they kept dancing, and they didn't care like if people were mad at them or if they spit at them or yelled at them. They just kept dancing. Pretty soon, people had to accept it that they're gonna do this. In a way, it's like women's rights movement in Indian country. Like, that's the way I see it. And like, when I talk to the kids, that's what I tell them. Like, if you're in dance fancy, shall do it and you be proud and do it with pride and don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do it. Bonjour, Bagwajikwe, Andrea Fairbanks, Mizhakwad, 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 Deishkon, Gunwenjvayan. Ma inganu dudem an de makoan o dudem an mama. Medashwenji ma inganu dudem. I am a mother, a teacher. I teach culture and language. I'm a dancer, an actor, artist, self-proclaimed comedian, and karaoke rock star. We are in Anishinaabe Academy, which is a school that I work at. It's one of the only schools in the Twin Cities that's under something called the Memorandum of Agreement between the Native community and Minneapolis Public Schools that says we have to teach Native culture and language. Look at this. I did this. We're trying to do a word of the week. We're keeping it simple. So like our staff, our students, families, everybody can learn Ojibwe and Dakota language. And these are just like basic things that they could use here at school or they could use it at home. And I send these home to parents too, so they could work on it. My role here is a culture specialist, specializing in Ojibwe language. And there's a whole bunch of us that still speak our language and we still have our culture, and it's still there. That's our strength and everything. And a lot of people, they don't realize that. This area here is pretty cool because like in the Memorandum of Agreement, something they talk about is that we have to teach the 7 grandfather teachings. So we have all the 7 grandfather teachings around here, and these are like really old Anishinaabe teachings based on like out of the Medewan Lodge. They each have something really important about them that like goes along with the way that our people taught our kids back in the day. I get to come in this school every day, and I get to teach this stuff to these kids who don't learn it from their mom and dad, whose grandparents didn't get to keep it because they were sent to boarding school. But I get to do this every day. I'm going over the skeleton script of my piece. So the underlying tone, the way I see it, is Indigenous people are more resilient and have more strength in our systems than historical trauma. When I first got into theater and I went out to do these auditions, there was a lack of representation for Native people, and nobody was telling our stories. So when I got into like the theater and got into acting, then it was like, well, this is my place where I could tell my stories. And so I started doing writing about whatever I wanted to write about. And so my story for this, it's about mom's childhood, education, and Ojibwe language. So my most recent project, the one that I'm working on right now, it's based on my mom's experience with school versus my daughter's experience with school. It's about how when my mom went to school and she used to only speak Ojibwe until she was 6 years old, till she started school. When she went to school, she was told she wasn't allowed to speak Ojibwe anymore. If she did, she got punished. Nowadays, here's my daughter coming home and talking about her experience at school, like the bullying, the mean kids. They're both facing something that's like hurtful, but then we come home, we all still know our culture. We all still speak Ojibwe. We all still practice our ways, and it wasn't broken. It was not taken away from us.